feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Prime time over grind game, overtime's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. When I hit that. Okay, when I hit that. Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, sound like you love me. Yeah, yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, then I hit that, then I hit that, then I hit that, then I hit that,
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Name on my crowd, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree, and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my
from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals versus Mitchell Trubisky and the Cleveland Browns.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2016 from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that raw sequence.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So here are the Bengals now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 11 carries, 72 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On second down, it's Weaver, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Burrow on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. Bengals give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The 21-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the carry. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a gain of 7. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Intended for John Ross.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
Now 2nd and goal.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7.
He's tackled
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 80 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Following the penalty, Chubb, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Browns 0.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky, sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
56-yard attempt.
And And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, as a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
At the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Trubisky. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 17-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That ball complete to Isabella. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Trubisky to throw again.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Browns 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
KJ Higgler on the return.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
A 6-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. O.J. Howard, as time expires in the first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. In the early window on Sunday.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 8.
John And the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. So they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move,
and this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that 1 pick, but the 3 touchdowns so far. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. They set up the screen to Chubb. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game. It just can't get off the ground, and that play, it wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Escaping the pressure right. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. There he goes, left side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Bengals. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And this one through the uprights and good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1-yard gain.
I admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Trubisky will throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 8. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 1st touchdown on the year. get a score closer.
Lining up for the point.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
KJ Hamler on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Ball. Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Buying time to his left. Now Burrow loses the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. 2nd and short now following the fumble. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. And they have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The ball carried by
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
down at the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Burrow's pass. Intercepted by the Browns.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And the Bengals grab it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Now, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On first down, Mixon. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 12.
On third down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Complete to
It's a big play there for the Browns. 51 yards.
First down.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do, though.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the Browns were able to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration. Penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
To Nick Chubb. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Play action. Now Trubisky letting one go deep for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.